Hello world! Dave here, you may call me mowdownjoe. Welcome back to Let's Play Bastion. Since the last time I went and did the proving grounds for both the machete and the bellows. Pain! I had to get the second place prize on those, because that's where you get the upgrades for the pike, which I guess makes this part of the reason why I never used the pike. Getting those upgrades were a pain. But yeah, between that and getting a bunch of visuals completed, I now happen to have in possession almost all of the upgrades. I mean, let's look at these. Extra crit chance, a faster throw reload, knockback, extra crit damage, throw attacks and stun. Yes, please. I mean, 20% faster thrust, 5 more damage, more reload speed, and whatever. Or we can throw 2 spears at once, or have the attacks pierce armor. Well, I know I was kind of got rid of the armor piercing on the good old pistols there, but considering we're still dealing with stink eyes, we might want to go ahead and put the armor piercing on any melee weapon. And this looks like it'd do better than with the hammer, since you know that's a little redundant there.
Any brusher's pike can cut to the bone, but that one can cut through it.
Well said, Rux. Well said. But yeah, I'm gonna be going in with the good old pike. I'm gonna be bringing in the pike for this one, just for fun. And what would be a good complementary ranged weapon? Pike feels redundant, and I mean, pistols feel. Actually, no, the pike's a little slow, so I guess pistols would be a good complement. The speed would help. But I'm going to go ahead and change in this, bring in this pike vault skill that I bought just so I could complete another visual. I mentioned I'm an achievement whore, right?
He's a spitting image of Slinger Jawson with that pike and them pistols.
So Jawson was quite a shooter back then, huh? Yeah, I brought back Zia's music because, well, guess who we're rescuing today? Like I said, Zia detected in Zoltan's Hollow.
Zoltan's Hollow is the Ura's border blockade. At least it used to be.
A blockade, huh? That makes things sound like it's gonna be a bumpy ride. Let's get started, shall we?
Well, now it's personal, ain't it?
I would say so, but I don't know. You know, Zia's...
It's personal for him, and it's personal for me.
Well, I guess, you know, since he lost his girlfriend, yeah, it would be considered personal.
He finds his moment to strike.
Yeah, it's a little...
They never saw him coming.
No, they did not. And here we get a new weapon, our last weapon to try out, the Calamity Cannon.
He gets his hands on the care package I sent him.
There's 2 things that make the Calamity Cannon a weird weapon. Whoa! First thing is that you cannot lock, that it doesn't auto-lock when you use it unless you're holding up the shield first. I mean, that's way, well, it doesn't auto-lock when you fire it. That's way 1 around it. Way 2 around it is that you can, instead of using a controller, I'm gonna actually try going keyboard and mouse this whole episode. Let's see how that works out. That way we can get a little bit more. We can try out a little bit more with the cannon. The only problem I have with the cannon is the fact that you can't hold down that charge. It seems to have a bad habit.
The Ura found a way to keep the calamity from spreading through Zoltan's Hollow. Kid has to put a damper on that plan. Yeah,
like I said, the cannon's main problem is that it just seems to want to fire before you're even ready for it. It's how do I put this gently? You know, I'm not even gonna bother it because anything I say will just come out as a. I actually had a whole bunch of jokes planned out for this one, but they all come out like something that a little immature little 12-year-olds would say. So I'm not even gonna bother. Yeah. But yeah, I'm just gonna try it for once, the whole episode. See, just call it an experiment. Unfortunately, it still doesn't get rid of my main gripe with the pike. The first upgrade you do get for the for the cannon does allow you to just charge the thing indefinitely, and I'm definitely going to buy that before even attempting the proving ground for this one. But yeah, let's just go ahead and...
They got their own security and everything. Pretty fancy even.
Yeah, it's certainly fancy. I mean, laser turrets? Oh. Damn you gods!
Still, they ain't used to having visitors around.
Yeah, there we go. I'm definitely work better with this thing when I have the... Yeah, obviously, in case you haven't noticed, the Calamity Cannon is a rocket launcher. As if they weren't trying to clue you in hard enough that the Calamity was caused by a nuke.
They've got these conductors that are all what's keeping the place together. Break enough of those things and the Calamity rocks slink back into the ground.
So... Yeah, of course, the problem with the Calamity Cannon is that, well, it doesn't pierce armor for...
It's not the time to get reckless.
But, oh well, you can't get everything with the... So what if it doesn't armor pierce? I mean, you'd only expect that from a rocket launcher, right? Right? Oh well, I'm just babbling right now. So what if it doesn't pierce armor or anything? Yeah, this area can get a little mazy if you don't know what you're doing. So,
those rocks are like tumors, the same kind the Ura planted in the Bastion.
Really? You called them Calamity rocks? Are you sure that they weren't like freak radiation mutations or something like that? Anyway, I certainly don't remember those I remember those turrets going down in one cannon, in one rocket, without Javel invoked.
Well, the Ura must be in a panic right about now.
So that was a little strange for me to see them take that much damage, to take 2 shots. Oh well. And we could refill here, but yeah, I'll just do this to restore my HP, but I'm not really going to bother switching out my weapons. These are both reasonably solid.
They even sick their little rattletail pets on the kid.
Yeah, stupid rattletails, though. That's my biggest concern here. Oh, am I out of your range? I do love that. I do love that. This doesn't actually work better with mouse and keyboard, which would probably make the... Let me tell you this much, though. The proving ground for the Calamity Cannon is a royal pain in the ass. I'm not even gonna... I mean, I'm not joking.
Those rodents are just a bump in the road.
It's a pain in the ass with a D-pad. I haven't tried it with keyboard and mouse, but it's a pain in the ass with a D-pad. It's just, But yeah. We'll just make our way through here, blowing up all their conductors. That way we can clear a path and get some free fragments out of it. But this is an interesting stage, to say the least. Oh, stupid rattletails! I hate you, rattletails. I hate you with all my being. Okay, so that the pike ball isn't quite as useful as I thought. I thought it'd be like in Final Fantasy. Yeah, I mean the jump skill was always useful. Yeah, I know how to heal. Thank you, but oh well, you can't get them all. But yeah, those rattletails.
By now, every Ura from here to the terminals must know he's in town.
I believe we're supposed to take out some of these.
Picking the whole place apart, piece by piece.
And over here we get another something burnt for our good old those bellows, if you still care about them. Wow, they already destroyed 2 of the conductors before I got here? How nice of them. Yeah, that way was just optional. You didn't have to go there. Oh!
Kid returns their greetings tenfold.
I'm sorry, I couldn't help but resist the overkill of a Calamity Cannon. Oh yeah, and like I said, they brought stink eye generators, so we're gonna have to deal with those real quick. Where are they?
They're easy targets. Most of the Earth's conductors are squared away in the middle of the hollow.
Whoa! Unfortunately, we still have to deal with the damn stink eye generators. If I'd blown up a stink eye generator yet, I'm trying not to get too close, otherwise it'll just start spawning. There we go. Stupid stink eye generators. Easily the most annoying thing that they could have devised. Stink eye generators. I mean, I just find it, I mean, the stink eyes aren't that bad themselves, but when you start getting them coming endlessly with their self-destructive tendencies, I'd at least prefer to be able to charge and to counter them. And of course, like any good rocket launcher, you get too close to the explosion, you're going to be in for a world of hurt. Yeah. Stop deflecting my bullets!
Rocks must be eating that place apart from the inside.
This is definitely one of the more tricky stages, to say the least. Oh! I swear, these guys make life a living hell. Just so much pain, and yeah, well, can't win them all. Plus side, fragments everywhere. And one Ura who's just standing around doing nothing. Where'd he run off to? Oh. Guy's completely lost. He has no idea what just hit him. Poor bastard. And they also give us a something foul, so I think the foul is... Oh no, the foul's for the bellows, the burns for the mortar. Yeah, I got him confused. Can you tell I don't use either? And then again, they're just difficult to use, and... I don't know. I'm sure if you wanted to, you could probably make good use of them, but I've never had much luck. Yeah.
Maybe they know they've lost this. Lost to a kid.
No, they haven't. They never admit anything. Good villains never know when to give up. And then again, can you call these guys villains? I mean, they were pretty much... They were almost brought nuked out of house and home. Yeah, let's see. A little back and forth with the pike has never hurt.
About what's happening.
I do love the stun on the pike throw. Although then again, I guess that's half the reason why they made the bow's level 5 upgrade stun. That's broken in and of itself. You could probably just chain stun enemies to death with that thing, but guess but considering that the bow seems like it gets a little obsolete, seems a little useless later on, I can understand why they gave the bow such a powerful final upgrade. But
they underestimated us. Past pay gone wrong.
Yeah, Yeah, you never expect a guy to come in with a goddamn rocket launcher just to rescue one little girl. Hell, you'd figure that would cause so much collateral damage that it wouldn't be worth it.
But here we are trying to fix it.
You never really mentioned how you're gonna fix the calamity. All you're saying is that it's gonna be fixed. It's gonna be fixed. You don't... Armageddon doesn't undo itself. Does it? Ah, stupid stink eyes. I think that's almost it. There we go, finally. I hate these stink-eye generators.
Shame the opportunity for civilized discourse is over.
But on the plus side, though, the stink-eye when the stink-eye generators die, the stink-eyes go with them. So that's nice. It makes things easy.
Old Zolf should have got to know us better.
Yeah, because, you know, you certainly don't make it sound like you don't like the Ura either. And we hit level 6. Finally.
Maybe I should have trusted him. Told him everything I knew.
Although I should mention that at the end of my first run through, I was at level 7, so... I guess then again, there's no such thing as being underleveled in this game, since damage doesn't scale with your level. It just... all it does is give you more HP and more perks. So, you know, being at level 7 is... I guess... there is no bad level for this game. If you wanted to do like a low-level run and go through this at level 1, feel free. Whoa. Meanwhile, I'm trying to dodge the hell out of these stupid Rattletail rocks. Rattletails, easily the most annoying enemy in the game. Since, you know, they don't use armor to protect themselves, they hide. I hate
Zolf. They have every reason to be angry. Beyond angry.
Well,
as the hour grows desperate, the Ura bring out their big guns.
Yeah, they're bringing out dart guns now. Well, okay, so these aren't the particular archers that I disliked, but they will be bringing out ones that I do actively dislike. And oh, stop it, Garmuth! Garmuth, you're being a complete jerk. I'm trying to remember where all this stuff that I'm supposed to... where all the little hidden valuables are. But, whoa! Ah! Mental note, do not be careful when you play this windowed. Well, for obvious reasons. I actually just... I probably should have went... if I was going to be going ahead and doing this all with keyboard and mouse, I probably should have gone full screen, but well. I just didn't want to blow up the file size by making it a resolution that YouTube doesn't support. Which is crazy, but whatever. You think that, well, if they only want to go with what's commercially available on TVs, and I can't blame them. But, yeah, we're dealing with a whole lot of crazy stuff here. Laser turrets, these guys.
But when this is all over, it'll all be water under the bridge.
You sure about that? Because I don't think people will actively accept you trying to commit genocide against their race and say, ah, that was in the past. I mean, okay, so, I mean, to this day, Germany still doesn't like being reminded that they, at one point, were Nazis. They don't like it. They censor games just so that it doesn't get brought up anymore. It is really a sore spot for them, and I think if you...
There's nothing standing in his way no more.
Really? Nothing left? Absolutely nothing.
He sees the Tazzle terminals loom large on the horizon. All those dreams, snuffed out in the calamity, will bring them back.
One last memento they gave us for this game, even though there's absolutely no reason to, and they somehow gave us we completed a vigil earlier before dealing with all the mementos. Whatever. If they want to be weird like that, they can be weird like that. I'm fine.
Way out there on the edge of the world. That's where he finally finds you. But it ain't like Prosper Bluff this time.
And right there...
Ain't nothing for this gal to sing about now.
And right now, Rux kind of let slip the fact that the whole story is being narrated to Zia, which is weird considering that there were certain points in the game it sounds like he was talking to me or the kid or whatever. It's why my head hurts when whoever with the whole smoking, the whole area before that with the whole Mushroom Samba makes my head hurt for reasons beyond the fact that it's Mushroom Samba.
Zia, you weren't kidnapped. No, ma'am. You just had to see what happened to the Ura. To your own people. You had to see if everything Zulf wrote to you was true.
And you had every reason to believe that. Pardon me, miss. Does this belong to you? Oh, ha-ha, kid. Really funny. Way to be snarky.
Sure you didn't drop that twangy thing on purpose? Just to see if he'd go after you?
Or was that Rux being cute? Whatever.
They lost everything, didn't they? But they just keep on fighting like that's gonna bring it all back.
Feels like Rux knows a thing or two as well about what's to come or what should be coming.
I don't need to see what happened to the Ura. I'm trying to undo it, remember?
You don't like to hear that either.
The walls floated by, so I caught the kid's old knapsack.
And ladies and gentlemen, our last Who Knows Where, which we'll be going to right before the final battle, which is the next real stage. So before we do that, though, let's go ahead and let's get drinking. We can go ahead and add, let's see, Dread Rum, no, I don't know about, I don't really want to bring back Stab Synth, and, you know what, I think we should go ahead and, yeah, I want to continue anyway. I think we should go ahead and buy the next spirit that I want to add, since there's probably something in here. I mean, I know it's nothing that's currently in our collection, but I'm thinking there was something I was curious about. Extra damage resistance would be nice, or well, I said Mender's Mead. No, the Graver Gimlet, I've never had very much luck with. But, you know, if you want to try that, go ahead. Yeah, I think I'll go with Bowl Brandy. And then we'll go ahead and add that to my collection, and we'll go ahead right to the final proving ground of the game. I do think these are all reasonable anyway, but Bowl Brandy, that's where things are at today.
Bowl Brandy is thicker than paint. Makes your skin feel as tough as knife bark.
Yeah, that definitely doesn't sound appetizing at all. Before we do go, I want to show something funny. Yeah, you know what? Yeah, we don't need... Well, I guess we can throw in a turret surprise just to be funny.
Okay, now that's just plain overkill. I mean, come on.
I read about that on TV tropes. It's funnier when you actually hear it. But yeah, before we do anything with the final proving ground, I'm gonna go ahead and upgrade the damn Calamity Cannon once, so that way I can get that stabilized emitter, so that way rockets will not launch immediately. Because
First step to learning the Calamity Cannon is knowing about the machinery overrides.
Because otherwise, it's just not gonna be possible. This last proving ground is hell. In fact, this might end up making this episode extra long and longer than I planned.
Once the kid gets that last shard from Zulf, it'll all be over.
Yeah, but first let's head to the Mancer Observatory.
Mancer Observatory. Now there's a sneaky place, overlooking the Tassel terminals themselves.
Yeah, you're really not making me think your lead scientists, were doing anything other than planning on killing all the Ura with nukes.
The Ura probably didn't know they were being watched from Mancer Observatory. It was the perfect spot to test something no one's meant to know about.
So, the best way to describe the the proving ground for the Calamity Cannon is Missile Command. And I hate it for that.
Only trouble was something about the place drove the windbags crazy.
I'm not even joking. It is essentially Missile Command. It's really easy to fail, too. It's my main reason I hate this one with a passion. Whoa.
If a thing like that takes getting used to, you gotta point it in the right direction.
Because it is, like I said, it's...
Best stand well clear of that impact.
Because the whole point of this one is just to save the conductors. Yeah, it doesn't happen. It never happens on your first run.
Is in a world, but you ain't the fastest thing.
It's just, I hate it with a passion. It's a long, arduous thing, and you're never gonna get it right on your first try.
When the windbags caused enough trouble, the Mansers conducted...
Yeah, I'm not even gonna bother finishing...
Far east of the city.
Yeah, I'm not even gonna bother finishing this one. I hate it. I hate it. Never again. I'm calling it done here. This episode's long enough, and you don't need to watch me fail this proving ground over and over again. What were you thinking? What were you thinking, game? Until next time, everyone. I'm Dave. Remember, the hardest things in life the best things in life don't come easy. Although, I really don't know if I would call this the best thing, one of the best things in life. Take care, everybody.